and welcome to a Movie Review 30 Extended Edition. This one being the latest installation of the MonsterVerse Godzilla Kong the New Empire.
MonsterVerse a Thon. And oh wait, I almost forgot.
Apologies for that. The reason why I call it Extended Edition because unlike a lot of our longer reviews where they're usually 30 minutes, hence the title, this one's going to be an extra 40 minutes because there is a lot to speak about. But before we proceed, John wishes to state something.
I would like to put a disclaimer out to everyone that there will be spoilers. And before you comment, I will strongly recommend you to go to your local movie theaters and see it before you comment.
So,
if not, you can check my channel on Bigjohn Will Production if you like to see trains on it, or if you can't do trains to watch, which I totally understand, then go over to Big Jack Films Production. You'll get a lot of great talent, so spoiler alert, this video will contain spoilers. So remember, if you saw the movie, you can look. If not, see your local movie theater and see it. With that being ado, thank you for your attention, and now I'm going to hand things over back to Indie Fan.
it's Brock.
In the flesh. So premise is we learn that this takes place after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously, and despite everything seeming okay, there's still unrest, as we will reveal down the line. And so with that, I take it to D.
Well, I'm just gonna say right now, like last time, this movie kicked ass.
It did.
And we're gonna try to keep it down because someone is.
Because there are Titans with us that are asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't help it. This movie is awesome. Critics can say what they want about it, but for us,
we love it.
We
love it.
This film was big time fun.
We love it.
yeah, it was pretty much non-stop action from beginning to end.
Exactly.
I think that's the beauty of it.
And some critics were like, "Oh, why can't it be like Godzilla -1? That's what we were hoping for." No.
Well, then I think you better find other people like Gareth Edwards or Nakajima. Nothing again. Well, I can't say Nakajima. That's the guy who made the Wolfman fan film. The guy who made -1. Well, the point is, there's some movies that have that serious tone, and they do a good job at it. Minus the anime trilogy, but we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Just the movie, it's the subject. That's what it is.
This one is more fun, creative, and kind of an escapism. And this is what Transformers Revenge of the Fallen should have been.
Yeah.
Because it involves Egypt, but that's...
Well, not just Egypt. Ancient Egypt!
So yeah, anyway, let's go over the movie. And if you don't want spoilers, then
please pause this video and see the movie, then come back to us.
So, anyway, let's go. So the movie immediately opens up with the action.
Yeah,
where Kong is being chased by these
deformed demon wolf dog things.
I think they're called wart dogs.
Wart dogs.
And they actually look pretty ugly. And I mean ugly in a good way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But then Kong somewhat set a trap for them, and then he just does this to one of them, and a few manage to escape. But it was like, no.
And then most of it, they just went down to the balls of hell.
And then when Kong is like eating one of the creatures, this little guy makes a cameo.
Doug.
Yeah. Okay, wait, who's Doug?
Doug's that little lizard guy that you saw in Godzilla vs. Kong eating one of the crowd creatures.
And now he returned, stealing one of Kong's a little food. But then the cute little bastard escapes. But then Kong hears a strange roar. But then it was just a frog creature.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But then cuts to the big lizard guy himself.
And we saw him basically kill another Titan, but who's basically Scylla. and fall asleep on the Roman Coliseum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sleeping like a cute little kitty cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, how do you feel seeing Scylla again for this, and then gets killed off very quickly by Godzilla?
I kind of knew she was gonna bite it.
Let's hope that doesn't happen with Behemoth,
Yeah.
because he should stay on Godzilla's good side.
Yep.
And then now we head back to the human characters, and also some fans and critics complain about the human characters, but we actually didn't mind them.
I didn't mind.
Oh, yeah.
Because I actually like mostly focus on 4 human characters. Gia's back, her adopted mother, and Bernie.
Bernie was great in this. I kind of like that they have a character, but they also made him a bit of a goofball.
Yeah, where he joins in the group. Well, even though he didn't interact with them in the last film, mostly with Madison's character.
Yep.
But here it's much more.
And then there's this Australian guy.
Named Trapper, and he was hilarious. Like
Yo.
when Kong came out of the surface world, and he gives him a new tooth.
Yeah,
because he had
Really
a toothache, basically.
Yep.
And
boy, I did like his one part. He actually hovers in and like, all right, we have a whip, mate. Take him out.
Like I said, keep it.
I know. Oh yeah, I know. But that was what he said about that.
And gives Kong like a new gold tooth. Then
No, it was a metal tooth.
well, same thing. But then they had to get out of there quickly because
Godzilla's not happy.
because he just wakes up at the Coliseum and is like, okay, then we just had a deal.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I thought they were friends after they defeated Mechagodzilla.
I think he was basically Godzilla was telling Kong to leave him the fuck alone.
Exactly.
And so yeah, Kong managed to head back to Earth where the human characters follow him in this. Oh, hang on. And this little I don't know what.
Rascal.
Yeah, maybe someone in the comments could tell us what it is.
Yeah.
And they go down to the Hollow Earth where it was like.
Yeah.
And he made a Willy Wonka joke when we were in the theater.
Oh yeah.
What was that? The Willy Wonka joke.
Is it raining? Is it snowing?
Okay.
Okay, we're not no copyright. It's just for entertainment and criticism purposes. Okay, so moving on.
And well, that like the crew tries to meet up with other humans in the Hollow Earth, but the base got destroyed by something they didn't see. It's like, did Kong do this? No.
No, there was a Richter scale chart.
No, it was.
No, it wasn't.
They were like, no, that's not Kong. It's something worse than that.
I know.
And then we cut back to Godzilla fighting France.
Oh.
And when he's taking
Radiation and just sucking it all.
Sucking it all in, basically.
yeah, and it's like, what is Godzilla's deal?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's better than nuclear radiation, and if he's just eating it, I'll take it.
And then we cut back with Kong, where he finds his battle axe, like where he's in some other places in Hollow Earth, and then sees a silhouette he's about to have a little fight with, but then
Here we meet Suko.
Suko,
Yep.
the mini Kong of the next era.
Yep. Right. And then, like, Kong's about to have, like, hey, little guy, it's okay. And then, ow!
It's like you're getting bitten by the dog. Like, what the hell was that? And then he's trying to beat the living crap out of him. And then you have this other this ape Kong came, and he actually fight him about that. Which
yeah,
is...
and then, like this.
Like
Yeah,
whipping around like a
Ragdoll.
Like a nunchuck.
or basically another stuffed animal,
And-
like a rabbit or something, for example.
I was like, oh!
I found it hilarious.
Yeah, and then Kong managed to beat them, but then he tries to save them, to spare them, but then take it not to give you more.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then after that, Zuko follows Kong I guess, own up to his little mistake.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say that, but he's basically following him to somewhere.
But then we cut back to Godzilla, who's pretty much glowing like a
like a Christmas tree, basically.
yeah.
It was basically blue, and then
And where he's heading to Antarctic, and boy, the MonsterVerse has obsession with Antarctica. King of the Monsters, GBK, and now here.
I
Yep.
know.
And where Godzilla faces off a surprise appearance. If any of you read the MonsterVerse comics, there's this monster called Tiamat.
Yep.
And he was surprised to see her in the movie. You were like,
Yeah.
and they have a little fight. And then Godzilla,
Just blows her to bits.
it's like, whoa. Why? Godzilla's so strong in this,
Oh, yeah.
and then Godzilla makes it his turn where he's about to hibernate and take away the monster's powers. But then back with the humans who are trying to find some place to see if there's any more people in this island. But then this one soldier who has a fight with Trapper, but then that soldier guy just was eaten by
A freaking tree.
Yeah, that
Or
scared the
bush.
crap out of me.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't see it coming. I thought he was going to get killed by the Iwi, but no, that had to happen.
Yeah.
He just got sucked in, similar to how like Kirby, the character on Nintendo, did, and then just
Oh, yeah.
ate him and just probably went somewhere. Back to the movie.
And now back with Kong and Zuko, who is at a lake, but then get attacked by this serpent creature that
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
yeah.
It came out of nowhere.
But Kong managed to kill it and then starts eating it and sharing parts of it with Zuko. I was like, okay, that was very sweet.
Yeah.
And okay, Godzilla was fighting a serpent creature, and now Kong serpent creature. I was like,
I don't know, I guess a lot of movies have a thing for serpents.
well, at least Manda didn't kick the bucket in this universe.
Mhm.
If we'll ever have Amanda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're at Kong and Zuko at this lava layer and on this big skeleton bridge. I was like, whoa.
Whoa, that's a big bridge.
And we find that there's a backstory.
Oh yeah, back with the humans at these.
Yeah, they run into the Iwi, and
Yeah.
there's a backstory. Long ago, the Titans were the guardians of nature. The great apes, like Kong, were protectors of humanity. But then there was one ape who turned on a lot of humanity and had a giant war with Godzilla's species. Until Godzilla practically banished all of them into their prison, and we learned that that ape is the antagonist of the film, who is also named Star King.
Yeah, the Scar King. And speaking of that, when Kong finally sees all of his people about to say, "Hey, how y'all?" But then he notices that they all
They're practically oppressed by the Scar King, by the Scar King's men, and abused in the worst ways.
yeah, just like in the film Prince of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
and Kong helps one of his kind, but then other one just
The one who is abusive starts getting in his face before Kong basically punches him hard in the face.
yeah that's a buddy right here.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then where we meet the Scar King.
yeah, where one of his minions tells him we have uninvited guests, and then this guy appears.
Yeah, he is he's a sadistic, abusive, monstrous, vile beast.
Yeah, I love his entrance. I was like, oh. And then he jumps and then comes face to face with Kong, and
He may be shorter than Kong, but don't let that fool you.
exactly. I mean, Kong may be strong, but
This Scar King is Scar King. He scares me.
yeah, I mean, he's pretty much out. He's pretty much like King Ghidorah, sort of like Ghidorah, but but he actually has an evil laugh.
Yeah, he's sadistic. He's cruel. He takes pleasure in the suffering of others.
Yeah, and Suko is afraid of him, and oh my god, imagine that was Suko was Scar King's daddy, or no, worse, grandfather.
Oh god.
Oh Jesus, that would be horrifying.
And then Scar King kills one of Suko's biological parent or guardian,
Friends or whatever, by kicking him right into the pit of lava.
and
He is that much of a bastard.
And Kong got pissed about this, and then
And the two
got fight at it.
but then sadly Kong is getting his ass whipped by the Scar King, where the Scar King takes out his whip and then
Cut his hand.
Yep.
Cut his hand like right here.
and Kong can't Kong can't catch a break when he gets his ass kicked in this universe.
Yeah.
But it gets worse.
Scar King has a beast that he has under his control. Shimo.
The Ice Titan. Yeah.
I know you got it.
Yeah, I just love how they build up both our two antagonists, where Scar King isn't it's a very cruel, abusive monster, where Shimu is pretty much a bit of a slave or puppet.
Yep.
And Shimu is the opposite of Godzilla, where Godzilla is full of radiation.
Shimu represents ice.
And could give you a frostbite.
Yep.
And
she almost did to Kong, and let me tell you, his wound gnarly.
Yeah, it pretty much given the eighth wonder world of frostbite.
All the way up your arm. It's like there's a.
Yeah, it's like really nasty.
I was like, oh. Yeah.
Another thing we should have mentioned about this film. This film was brutal.
It's
brutal. Similar to the last movie.
Yeah.
I was thinking like that one thing that can, thermal bite thing that is like, that very negative code and stuff, like you'll lose your finger if it gets on you.
Oh.
So that's just how it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Let's get on to the next part.
Yeah.
So in the next
Well,
part, I don't even get my chance to say yet.
Okay.
Okay, so in the next part of the scene, Kong actually went back to the young lady, and with her mind and feel into her adopted mom, said his arm hurt. So the guy who took his tooth out gave him a
robo arm.
A robo arm with 3 injections to heal his arm, and oh my goodness, he was like pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding and grabbing. And let me tell you, he was back in the game. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and also, but before that, Kong was running away from Scar King's troops, but then most of them got killed. Who was saved by Suko, like.
Yeah.
And the two managed to escape, but one of them survived.
One of them survived and reported.
Definitely reported to Scar King, and then Scar King rides on Shimu, and they head out. It's like, oh boy, we are so screwed. But then we cut back to Godzilla,
who's been in a hibernation.
Yeah.
And basically
hibernated into this. And oh, holy crap. Look at this thing.
His flame got so red quickly.
More like
all the energy from the Arctic Ocean and whatnot, and then took out a summer wing. They're like, damn, that was probably a big brutal mistake on that.
Yeah, I would say his evolved form reminds me of the Godzilla 2000 design. And you're gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
No, you're not. You actually got it on that.
And there's also another legend.
Wait, we'll get to it in a sec. As that happening, Kong heads out to feels like he can't do this on his own, and he needs Godzilla's help to face off the Scar King. So he heads out, but then the humans stay for a bit where Gia is chosen by the Iwi and your turn.
There's a legend that they also have to summon another monster, which made her first appearance in Godzilla King of the Monsters. Mothra.
Yes.
And let me tell you, when she climbed up there,
Yeah. Mothra, the Queen of the Monsters, has returned. And how do you feel that she's back?
oh
I
my,
was so happy to see her back.
they improved. With the improvement on that, I would say it's beautiful on that. I will admit. So,
Okay.
okay. So,
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to be very careful with this toy. Why, Brock?
Fragile and this
Fragile, and he can
Okay,
get
that's
very
better.
Yeah.
get very OCD about it. So we'll turn to the subject of the movie as we're halfway. That
So they returned. Kong emerges in Egypt, and just to get Godzilla's attention, but Godzilla, being understandably territorial, does not like this.
Yeah.
and then he actually shoots the web frame out of his mouth, getting ready to fight with Kong and the other one.
But it looks like Kong has the upper hand. Kong learns the hard way. Godzilla's the definition of FAFO.
Yeah. Well, the fighting, Godzilla's almost like he's about to kill Kong, but then Mothra comes in and saves it. It's like, no, Goji, no killing him. He's trying to warn that he needs your help. And Godzilla's like, Mothra, I thought you were dead.
Not anymore.
And all three.
And all three roar in unison.
Mm-hmm.
And then back.
With with two of them fighting the other two here.
Well, hang on. And then back to Hollow Earth, where the Scar King, Shimu, and his army invade Iwi's tribes, and they try to activate zero gravity, but
But the
then-
ice blocked it.
But then Trapper comes back with these electricity flying creatures.
Yeah, and let me tell you, it faces a lot of the ape troops and the Scar King. Long enough for Godzilla and Kong and Mothra to practically come in, and it's like, and as it happens, like the pyramids.
Yeah. They show up like this.
They basically collide, and they're all just floating in midair, and they're like fighting each other. Let me tell you, it is glorious.
Yeah. Toledo, the fight scene. Oh,
My bad.
dude, come on. She's very fragile.
I know that. I got big feet. What do you expect? Okay,
Okay.
back to the thing.
Okay. Anyway, the fight actually goes on and on and on, and we mean that in a good way. And
Like, everyone has their chance to shine. Godzilla, Kong, Mothra, even Zuko fights.
yeah, like Zuko throws a boulder at one of the apes' face, and then when the gravity stops, they all fall down. Well, except for Mothra, where she saves the humans from falling in the
Yeah.
And then
all our two antagonists. Okay, all four monsters fall into the
Whereas Zuko just kicks one of the remaining apes in the face as he plummets face first to his doom.
and then
and then him. I should say about him on that one.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that.
we'll get to. And we cut to what city was this?
I don't know, but it's I know the country that's in Brazil.
Yeah.
We'll judge in something like that. Sorry for your Brazilians on that. We apologize.
And then it's like everything's okay, but then
The Scar King and Shimo practically terrorized Brazil.
and we're running. It's like, well, screwed. But then our two heroes come in to say, "Hey, no!" Look, and oh my God, like I said, the climax go on from the Iwi village to a city, and
Oh my goodness!
take it away, Brock.
Oh yeah, let me tell you, it's a tag team match. Sometimes you see Godzilla fighting Scar King,
And then
Kong fighting Shimo, or Godzilla fighting Shimo, and Kong fighting Scar King.
Oh my! It was
and
like
Godzilla fighting Shimosai.
And eventually, as that
happened.
It's like, yeah, get them.
Yeah, there was.
and Zuko comes in with. Oh, and as that happens, Scar King's basically trying to attack Godzilla's whip, but Godzilla basically pulls an Omni-Man, and he's like,
And you know,
please. just tears the whip open.
We're living crap out of that. Let me tell
And
you.
they're like all just chasing after the little crystal on the tip of Scar King's whip.
Yeah,
But Zuko has his chance to shine. Dean, take it away.
Yeah, Zuko comes in with Kong's battle axe, and then
he actually breaks the living thing out of it and shatters it in a million pieces.
and Scar King's like, "You little brat, I'll kill you!" And then Kong's like, "Hey!"
And Kong just practically punched him hard in the face.
And, well, before that, Scar King did lose a tooth. I was like, "Oh, this comes full circle." And then Shimu is free from the control, but then Kong just throws Scar King into the air, and Godzilla's like, "Fall, batter up!"
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you said, home run. Yeah, and then I'm losing control, and then Kong just grabs Scar King by the neck, and with Shimu, who's finally free, she
just freezes the bastard, and then Kong
and then just choke slammed.
and then Scar King just blows up into millions of pieces. Okay, when I saw that, I lost my shit.
Yeah.
Everybody was in there.
Oh man.
Oh my! It was a packed house in that movie theater.
And Kong roars in victory along with
Godzilla squelching in the victorious way.
And then Godzilla uses his atomic breath to clear out the
sky and save the
And
universe.
say the universe.
Yeah, so Scar King, say hi to King Ghidorah.
And
Hell.
And
then
with the humans,
left.
and just like Mom, you're my home. I don't want to leave you. I thought that was actually very sweet.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit of a happy ending here.
Yeah, and then Mothra fixes the gate and she departs. And how do you feel Mothra did not die in this film?
I am happy for her in this
I'm
one.
happy as hell she did.
Because Mothra's not in the movie much, but when she finally comes back,
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like a welcome back party.
Okay.
And as for Godzilla, he just sleeps in the Roman Coliseum again.
And then Kong and the other one
Zuko and Shimu head back.
And take Star
And then-
King's throne.
And then to start with Kong as the leader. And we got a feeling that Suku may be the next one. But like I said, it's too early to tell. This is just the beginning of it. Time will tell if he will be the next King Kong.
I think that
But that's going to be a long, long time. Am I right?
Yeah.
I think that would be a little too soon, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll see how we go by that.
And so the film, and also, how do you feel that Shimu is free from being controlled by the Scar King?
Oh, he was he's stood up and he wanted to follow King Kong footsteps.
No, Shimu is a female.
I'm sorry about
I
that.
kind of like that Shimo has evolved into an endearing character. But what I loved about Shimo is that she's bigger than a lot of the Titans that we have seen so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there was this.
And also fans have theories like, what if she froze Ghidorah in
I think we'll find that out soon enough.
And then there was that one guy throughout the movies from Miami. He actually filmed it.
Oh, Bernie with the camera.
Bernie with a camera. He filmed all of it, and he got every single moment. Let me tell you, he was blown away with that. I mean, kudos for him on this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So let's go over it. We like the human characters, but the monsters steal the show. So first, let's go over Godzilla.
What I liked about Godzilla is that they portrayed him as an ancient guardian.
Yeah, and and we just love that he changed from blue to pink. And Adam Winko said his favorite color is pink.
Yeah, with the energy he gets from one side to the other, it actually was a very great transformation of different color and stuff. I mean, I was very impressed he did that.
And also, I just love the film does not have us forget that Godzilla's in this, because because he's got plenty of action in this movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, more so than he did in 2014. I mean, don't worry, I still love the 2014 movie.
And
but-
luckily for me, I seen the movie with them, and it was great.
Oh yeah.
And my own statement is that when King Kong got the arm brace with the injection, he got more stronger at the end.
Yeah, and also
And
speaking of Kong, let's go over his character.
I already got my say.
I kind of love that Kong has developed from the last few films that we saw him in.
Yeah, we first saw him in Kong Skull Island, then GBK, and now here.
Yep.
Don't forget the other Godzilla's film.
I know, but and I just like what the relationship between Godzilla and Kong, that they're not friends, but even though
Heroes.
yeah, they are heroes, but
They don't view each other as threats either.
and I just like they work together, like they have a common enemy.
And then you got the new one,
Oh yeah, now let's go over Zuko.
the Suko.
I kind of like Zuko's arc that he was originally an underling for the Scar King, but admittedly it was through fear. You could tell by his mannerisms that he had really had a traumatic life under his rule.
Yeah, and I just like we don't see that because we could tell what he went through. And
Oh yeah, and then he decided himself, like, you know what, I'm following King Kong's footstep and I'm gonna improve myself, and guess what? Like that, flipping a coin, hit of the bat, whatever I say, he's following in the footstep, and he actually tag teamed with it was like a triple threat match. No, triple threat, man, no, like a quadruple match, but hey, he did a very good job bringing the crystal on that, controlling the other one.
and
That's what I like about him, about that.
and now with Mothra
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
again.
It was great to see her back.
Yeah,
it was wonderful to see
even
her
though
back.
she's not in the movie a lot, but I just like she tells Godzilla Kong to break up the fight because it reminded me in Ghidorah the three-headed monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for her with that, the King Kong and Godzilla will keep fighting each other, and then the world will be obliterated, which that didn't happen.
But,
So
yeah.
you gotta thank her on that, folks. I mean,
Yeah, it's all thanks to Mothra. And now with the villains, Scar King and Shimu.
Oh,
Scar King is a sadist. Is basically the definition of sadism.
Yeah, he's pretty much the element of war. You know what? One thing I like about the MonsterVerse villains, like the Mutos, I would think are pestilence. Skullcrawlers are famine. Ghidorah is death. Mechagodzilla, well, is pretty much Ghidorah.
Yeah. So I think that what makes Scar King war.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yep.
And then you got the other, and then you got King
Shimu.
You got Shimu and his
No, you mean her.
and then the others.
And
With them fighting King Kong and Suku.
Zuko.
Suko.
and
Why not
also,
say it?
last but not least, Shimu.
Yeah, I love Shimo is practically massive, and they made her imposing, but they didn't make her like a mustache twirling villain.
Because she was being forced to do all these bad things for the Scar King. Because
Yep.
she's being treated as a puppet. So I would say it's Scar King's fault that Kong's army is all...
Yeah.
Jitter.
It was all fucked up.
And now, again, with her free, she just had enough with Scar King's abuse and frees the bastard to death. And then Kong delivers the final blow.
Yep.
And
Falls it, and then bam.
And also, I
breaks
just
it
like
down.
how Godzilla has his chance of fighting the Scar King, like trying to blast him, like. But
Oh, yeah.
and it's like you said when Godzilla grabs the Scar King, it's like whip you up.
He was like,
Please, end this and go to hell.
No, I think it's more like
Please.
yeah,
And then kill.
yeah. I mean, and also the chemistry between Kong and Zuko was sort of the highlight because it was like those God of War games that you adored, the ones set in Norse.
Yep, in Norse mythology.
Yeah, so Kong is our Kratos, Zuko is our
Atreus.
what'd you say?
Atreus.
Oh. So boy. And Godzilla, I guess, would be our Guts from Berserk.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, imagine Kratos and Guts met.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool as hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
What?
so yeah, is there anything else to talk about this kick-ass movie?
I don't
And-
think so.
But
other
we
than
could
the
give a
trailer.
special thanks to the cast and crew on this one. So,
Oh, the
Yeah.
cast and crew,
Yeah,
they did
and
a
Wingard.
great job.
And Wingard and Jared, I don't know how the last name goes. You did a great job.
Yeah, you really make this box office a blast with the movie.
well, let's hope it does well. The box.
Yeah, oh yeah, I would definitely so. Okay, time to final results.
Okay,
We'll start with
You.
Alright, I will give this a 9.9 out of 10 with a badass review approved. It was an awesome movie to see between these two fighting each other. And let me tell you, I think I like the end of the part that King Kong ripping it apart and Shuku basically breaking the charts and then ending it history for all. That's what I like about that. Maybe I'll give it a 10, but everything on that, I think they did an awesome job on that. How about you, Dean?
I like for Brock to go next.
Age before beauty.
Wait, what is that supposed?
It's
You
you.
go first.
Oh, I would say I'd probably give this film an A+, because I mean, sure, the film may not have like a deep emotional story, but I was here for the kick-ass monster fights, and I got what I wanted, and I was cheering, rooting for King Kong and Godzilla to win at the end, facing off this evil bastard.
Uh-huh.
And look what I just did right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's perfect. And
Yeah, so that's
A+ and a Light Post Films seal of approval.
bum.
yeah. So hey everyone, we're all gonna get laid.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So
How about the trail? How about new trailers coming up for the next movie?
a new Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
And how did it look?
I'll give it a watch.
And then
Give it a try.
there's Twisters
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Quiet Place.
Fallout. It's Fallout. Oh, it's a fall.
No, it's Fall Guy.
Oh,
Fall
okay.
Guy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Fallout, but okay.
No, that's a video game.
Oh,
That's gonna be a
but
series.
they did use the action figures similar from the game into the movie.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
not real like, but
No,
like just a
Ball
step.
boy.
No,
That's the thing.
Okay, and also Fall Guy is based on a TV show, is what I heard. But and also there's Quiet Place, and it showed a trailer for this film called If. And
If.
I actually and you said it's like a pre.
It looks like a prequel to Foster's Home.
Yeah,
Changed my mind.
I know. I mean, like the one trailer on the pond, he's like, if he doesn't say if, he'll blow up. If.
Yeah. Any other trailers I'm missing?
If we get it done within 2 minutes. I don't think so, but
I don't.
I didn't see a trailer for Inside Out 2,
Well,
but that didn't appear on that, so
and also we want more Doug.
Doug.
Yeah, And I talked this over with my too. It's like it doesn't matter if he has a big part of the film or not. I mean, if it's a cameo, it's okay.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's just like a Derpy from My Little Pony.
I know.
Doug.
Derpy.
Doug.
Derpy.
Doug.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if they can add more of him, of Doug in the next Godzilla movie, like give him a couple scenes more, then yes. And
imagine if Zuko and Doug were buddies.
oh,
That would be
that would be like junior tagging like.
Or imagine they do like a short film. It's just the Adventures of Zuko and Doug.
I can see that.
I can see that happen. Okay, less than a minute. Everything else we gotta point out and stuff.
Actually, no. I think we're done. So,
Oh yeah, that's
so
pretty much I can
if,
say on
if
this.
guys haven't seen the movie,
Go ahead.
Please
do so.
you will not be
You will
disappointed.
not regret this.
Yeah.
We guarantee, including his certification approval.
Yeah.
So,
And it's also, honestly, probably be my new favorite monster film of this era. And the director said he would like to do another one.
yep.
Depending on the box office.
Oh, they're
Here's
gonna get more on that. Trust me.
I hope
Okay.
So, we're done.
So, with that being said, this is Big John of Bigjohn Will production,
And Dean.
and
Rock McGinnis of Life Post Films, signing off, and have a good rest of your day.
And long live the Kings.
Take care, everybody.
Yep. Take care.
take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.